Hey, it's your girl Monique 69 Wade Johnson. I'm here with my ladies, Nita the Diva and Miss Kira Speaks. Yes, we are here to talk
Hey,
about the
Okay.
documentary Megan The Stallion and Her Words on Prime. So we are here to discuss this documentary. How are you ladies doing today? We know it's election
Good.
day, so
Yes, Lord.
I'm trying to
I know.
keep it down.
Musa.
Keep it down. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. My anxiety ain't built for this. Like I told the people at work, I was like, don't expect to see me on Capitol Hill tomorrow. I will not be.
Yeah.
I know that's
Yeah, I
right.
seen a lot of people said to take tomorrow off, and luckily tomorrow isn't like my normal day off. I was like, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Either
Yes,
way,
it worked out.
we're gonna stay home and breathe on it.
Right.
Hopefully I'll be celebrating.
Right.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'm not gonna be staying up tonight worrying
Yeah,
Look,
myself
no.
about it.
Mm-mm.
the
I will
thing
see it
is, how long
tomorrow
it's gonna
morning.
take to count?
Correct. I'll see
Yeah,
it
I
tomorrow
know.
morning.
Yeah. So I hope everyone out there exercise their right to vote today. So
Please do.
Yes,
this is
please.
important, you guys. So yes. So the documentary. Did y'all enjoy it? Did it make you teary eyed?
Whew.
You misty eyed?
All of
Oof.
the things. All of
Yes,
All of the feels?
yeah.
all of them.
All
Happy,
of the feels.
sad, mad,
Right.
happy and
Yes.
Pissed
sad
off.
again.
Right. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did not know it was gonna be like 2 hours long, a little over 2 hours
Yeah, it
long.
was pretty
It
long.
was
Hmm.
lengthy. I wasn't expecting that from Megan documentary, but when you look at it
Hmm.
and it's like the footage they used, I mean, this is like footage before COVID, before like
Right.
2018 and stuff. It's like old stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. So they was using
Been
that
working on
footage.
this for a while. Sounds
Right,
like.
yeah. I mean, for me, I've been following her for a while before she popped globally. But she always been filming what she do.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
I didn't realize that till the
that makes sense.
documentary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, which is kind of good, like when you trying to, in your art, in your artistry and trying to, it's good to like
Oh
record
yeah,
these things because you never know what,
for sure.
be
Got a
useful
little
later.
time. Yeah, got a little timeline and everything.
Yeah, so that was cool. That was
I loved
cool.
it. I love the animation
I was
that
about to
they
say that.
Yes.
included. I love the animation because
Animation.
it was just another little element that made it look a little
Mhm.
different, feel different than other documentaries and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
Hey,
she's into
baby.
anime, so it kind of like I was like,
Oh
oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she's
The
definitely into
whole
anime.
Hmm.
No, neither.
right. Look, I'm throwing up gang signs, girl.
Right, that's
I
what I'm
don't
like.
know.
Wait, what was that? Yeah, I guess that's hilarious.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
so it was a good. I enjoyed the documentary. Yeah, through and through. I didn't know how it was gonna end. I'm glad it ended the way it ended because she could also have another one. You know what I mean?
Oh
For
yeah.
what of the new Megan?
Yeah.
For
I
the
felt like this was just this phase of life. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Hmm.
yeah,
Kind of honed in on just like her rise and
tragedy
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
tragedy of it
Yeah,
all.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. So, are you guys ready to get
I am
into the
ready.
documentary?
Hmm.
Okay, so the beginning.
Yes.
All
Even
right.
though they show like a good montage of her tour she had this year, which I was able to go to, me and my daughter and my cousin. We went to Chicago was the second city she started out. It was in
Oh
May of
wow.
this year. So
Alrighty. I
we some
love
hotties
that.
for the night. So we enjoyed ourselves.
I wanted to go, but I didn't get a resounding yes from the
Okay.
friend group. So,
Oh
so
god.
I didn't want to go by myself. So I didn't.
Oh,
You probably
okay.
would have had a good time by
So
too.
I missed it.
So you can like definitely that's your montage. You see her performing on stage. You can see her performance wise, like she is like on the Beyonce level for us. Like her performance, it got better and better over the years. So
Oh yeah,
it was definitely a
absolutely.
good time. A good time was had. So yes,
Yeah.
we saw that, and we also saw a glimpse of her graduating 2021 TSU.
Yeah.
Yay!
I was just so proud. I felt like a
Mhm.
proud mama. Like a lot of times in this documentary, I felt like I just wanted. I was like, I feel like she needs a hug. Like
Mm-hmm.
give this girl a hug. Give this girl some support. But I just felt so
Hey,
proud of her.
Steven.
I really
Yeah.
did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming through. Yeah, so yeah, she definitely need a hug. But yeah, we saw her graduate from TSU, and then it did a Hulk thing,
You're right.
and then it's like,
Baby.
baby, it started from the beginning, and the birth of the stallion, 2000. I like the animation, like we said
Mhm.
earlier. Loved it, loved it. It fills in where the real footage cannot fill in. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So that's a good taste of it as well. So, we see her animated in the car with her mom when she a little girl, 2000, because her mama was a rapper, a local rapper, I guess in Texas, Houston, Texas, and she would rap over the beats and stuff. She'd be peeping in on her mama, writing her rhymes and doing her rhymes to the beat and stuff. So I thought that was really dope. That she look up to her mama. She
Yeah.
said, "My mama was
Oh my God.
thick." She said, "Yeah, tell her." Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
she said,
oh, she got that mama.
That was the first thing that broke my heart. Just that whole
Yes,
dynamic.
absolutely.
"Yeah."
Mhm.
So her mama was her friend, her girl. She looked up to her. So eventually, as she got older, she started to, make her own rhymes and make her own music and tell her mama to listen to this and listen to that. And her mama, was like, okay. And then would you be a
Right.
battle back and forth. So I like that. So it's like they have this special bond
Hmm.
and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And
It is
also
it
now
now.
they
Can
talk
I
about
ask
her
y'all a
daddy.
question? Can I ask y'all a question about the
Go ahead.
mama, the mama, and the way? I mean, just the way that Meg kind of carries herself and the booty popping and all of the things. Like,
That's
do you think you could see your daughter doing that and not being her cheerleader? Like, I feel like I will still be my child's cheerleader. However, I felt kind of like it was a little like y'all understand what I'm saying?
That's why I feel like she had the
Yeah.
perfect mother for her because she was
You can
into the rap and she was into all of that stuff. So
Yeah,
she
she
could kind of
understands
embrace
that.
it and welcome it, encourage it.
Okay,
Like if you just a
and the
normal
mama
nine
know
to
what to
five
do.
mom, you're like,
Mama know what to do. Okay.
right.
right.
Mhm.
Mama
Okay,
know
she
how
had
to
the
sell it
perfect mother. She did.
perfectly.
She
Yes.
absolutely did.
So
She
yeah.
embraced all of that.
Because if it would have been me, I definitely would have been clutching my pearls and told her to take
Right.
one little less little twerk, but
Oh,
keep up the
right.
rapping part.
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't by myself with that.
Even
Yeah.
though it's probably different rap for the mom because she's
Right.
older,
Mm-hmm.
but she still know what sells and what
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
good
absolutely.
and
She know
needed,
what it
what's
is to be
needed.
in
But
this
yeah,
industry. Yeah.
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 So yeah, so that's what's up. And then she also talked about her father. Was incarcerated for first 7, 8 years of her life. He got out, and they was like the best of friends.
Oh, it was cute.
Everything that grins is in your friend or something like that. She said that still stick to her
Yes.
It
to
was.
this day. And yeah, so I was like, yeah,
At least
that's
he gave
yeah,
her some game before he left. I wonder why they
Yeah.
never touched on how he passed away or
heart
whatever.
attack.
It was like he
It
was
was a heart
gone.
attack.
Yeah. He
It was
had
a
a
heart
heart attack.
attack. He had a
Oh
heart
yeah,
attack.
they did say it was a heart attack. They did say it was hard.
She said she was in the ninth grade when he passed
Wow.
away. Her mother was heartbroken. She
And
said they never really
she
talked
was
about
scared
it.
to grieve. She was
Yes.
Yeah,
like,
she was trying to be
I
there for
didn't
her
want to make
mama.
it bad on my mom. I was
Got to go cry in the
Yeah.
bathroom, turn the shower on, and get it all out.
like,
She said they never talked about his death. I was like, ooh,
Oh.
yeah,
that's another thing to hold inside.
Right.
Which
and
means
build
her
up.
mother was probably, she didn't like elaborate, which means her mother was probably like really growing through it. So she was like, oh, we both don't need to be crying.
Right,
Or
right. Trying
maybe
to be
she would hear her
strong.
cry at night in the room. You know how mamas do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Daria.
Hey,
Hey,
Daria,
Maria.
sweetie.
Oh yeah, so she is building the stallion. So I just like how she had her confidence. Her mama was a cheerleader, you know,
Hmm.
confident within herself, and her rap and what she's doing. And on her way up, you know, I like how her mama was like, "No, you that line, you need to say that different, or you need to, you know,
Yeah.
uh, work on your breathing. I guess you know how you
Yeah,
gotta dance
her
and do the
performance.
words.
Ride the beat and all that. Yes.
It is tough. So,
Yeah.
because as Beyonce perfected it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And
it's singing or dancing, but Lord, I got to breathe and
yeah,
sing too. Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Girl, what?
I mean, cause some of the audience, I be seeing them get mad, like, why they we can't hear her? Why they got the track going over it?
You gotta have
Because.
something in it to breathe.
She said,
Because.
because I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I
Them
think it's
dances hard.
easier for like the men because like I watch when Kendrick had that the thing in Cali, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh
oh,
yeah,
he's got such good, breath control, but he's
You
not
do.
dancing. He just has to rap. So I'm
right.
like,
Yeah, it is
you
right
gotta
there.
rap and dance.
That's a whole
Props
different
to
Hey
beast.
her.
Tamika.
That's a whole different beast. Hey,
Hmm.
Tamika.
Yeah, so yeah, I just I loved it, and her mother, child,
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh
I
God.
loved it.
mama fell ill. It's 2019 now, so it's just like
And just at the worst time, because you know how
Hmm.
sometimes, I love that they had a great relationship. Because a
Yeah.
lot of times, when a child is coming into adulthood, a teenager or whatever, it sometimes be very
Bumping
tumultuous.
heads.
yeah.
But when I tell you, Megan, she respected everything that her mother had, every
Hmm.
morsel, every bit. And so when her mom passed away, she was lost
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
she depended on that so much.
Hmm.
Support.
And it was so heartbreaking on that. It was just very so heartbreaking. And
Mm.
baby,
Yeah, because she had
I'm about to get
her.
choked up because I am. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely how you bring you to tears.
Hmm.
You see how talented her mom is. Her mom was playing the piano. She know how to play the piano. She's
Yeah,
very musically talented. So
yeah.
just not rap. So she able to play a musical instrument. So
Hmm.
trying to show Megan how to play, what to play. And she just said her mom called her, said about her speech is funny, and she can't,
Whew.
get her words out. And then she said something wrong. I need to call now. She said call 911, and they took her in. And this is like, shout out to the animation because it like animated it out, so we get a picture of like what happened. So they
Yeah.
brought her in. She had ended up having a tumor on her brain and didn't even know it. So it's like it really. I guess that tumor was really at a bad spot
Yeah.
or it
Right.
got bigger. That
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
because some people with tumors on their brain can it could be resolved. It depends on where it's at, how
Yeah.
it's sitting.
Or when you catch it, like sometimes it's
When
so
you
far
catch it,
advanced,
yeah,
you can't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Mm.
but it was too gone for her because they had to put her under, and she's basically brain dead. So,
Mm.
and then Meg was crying and stuff. She said before they put her under, her mama was trying to prepare her like about what's about to happen. And yeah, so they had to put her under. She was basically brain dead, and Megan had to make a decision because she knew her mama wouldn't want to live like that. So she pulled the plug. So Yeah, that
which
was
is
a
I
kind
feel
of
show.
like
good
it
because
happened so fast, y'all. Did y'all?
yeah, it seemed
It
very
did
quick.
happen so
Like just
fast.
one day was like, and then that was
Yes,
it.
yeah.
But at least she made the right decision because, like, especially how close they were. Like, she was up under her mom for everything,
Mom
encouragement,
was her
helping her
manager.
performance, helping her, yeah, her lyrics and everything. And for her to just not be there. So at least she, made the decision that her mother would have wanted her to make instead of being like, nope, we gonna wait and let us sit on this machine. And because some people do that too. They can't let go personally. So, you know.
Right, right.
Yeah, it was rough to watch.
Yeah, yeah. It was really
Yeah,
sad.
yeah, it was. And then 3 weeks after that, she kept going. She kept doing shows, and this is where you see like she didn't have time to mourn her
To
mother.
grieve, yeah,
Hmm.
And 3 weeks after the plug was being pulled and stuff, I guess, and burying her, and she's back on stage, entertaining the people. She do talk about her mother as she's entertaining the people, and um, she said 2019 has been rough on her already, and we see her now partying and drinking, and she get a BET nomination. She doing the BET Awards performances and stuff like that. It
hmm
was just like a
it was like
down.
a roller coaster. Actually,
Yeah,
like her life was just like a roller coaster.
and it was kind
Like
of going
up
down
and
spiral with the drinking and partying. I guess she's trying to mask it, because she's not able
Self
to
medicate.
yeah.
mourn and grieve her mother the proper way. It's
Cause
like
Hmm.
you
she
know
got to keep
all
moving.
she always did was put on that smile. She got
Yeah.
that big old smile, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And a lot of times that masks the pain. Like people don't understand what you're going through, but because you feel like you have to smile. Even that's what my
Yeah.
mom wanted me to do. I just want to just get through this. I want to push through. She was like kind of like at a critical point in her career.
Hmm.
Like she really couldn't like just swallow in it. She had to just keep pushing, and just
Yeah,
uh,
because that's when Big Old Freak was her pop out
right,
Hmm.
national
yeah.
uh song
Hmm.
a hit, I should say. It can't if
Hmm.
that's the song that broke her, even though she
Yeah, I think it went.
she
Did it go
got
number one? Did it go number one?
no that one
Hmm.
didn't I don't think that
That
one
one
didn't go
didn't
number
go
one,
number
but it probably did chart it, but it was getting played heavily in rotation.
one.
It was everywhere, and she would start performing and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of one of the songs that got nominated as well for her BET Awards nomination.
Mhm.
So as an
Okay.
artist, so yeah, so Big Ol' Freak is the one that catapulted her career, even though she had heck of a lot of videos and a lot of
Mixtape
songs
videos.
before
Yeah.
that. So that's why I said I've been following this guy for a long time,
Mhm.
and yeah, so that song catapulted, and then when you have this success, it's like it's keep going up. You don't have no time to do anything. It's like you got to keep moving, especially
Mhm.
at the beginning of your career. Like things are taking off, so you don't
Hmm.
have time to process your feelings as you will. So it's like,
Right.
and she's alone. She don't have no parents. Like who really has her back in this musical industry setting?
Yeah. And
And one person is gone now.
the entertainment industry is hard enough,
Hmm.
and then the person that you lean on, your protection, your everything is just gone, and like that, like
Yeah.
baby, that is devastating. That's
Yeah,
devastating.
very devastating. So yeah, so she started, partying and drinking, and and then we see that happen. It was just a lot. That's all.
Y'all remember back in the day when they were saying, "Oh, she's being friends with everybody. She's not like." I felt like I heard a lot of criticism when she was just kind of like out there. But like I said,
Yeah.
I feel like she was lost. I feel like whomever would embrace her, she
Yeah.
would just kind of gravitate to them. Not
Yes,
even. honoring your intuition, not just not none of that, just free
She was
loose and all that stuff.
she's yeah, because she said she was drinking and effing,
Yep.
so it's like,
Yeah,
Self-medicating.
yeah,
so she was definitely hanging out with the what's his name?
The
Uh
leprechaun,
Leprechaun, uh
the baby.
Tom Hanks'
the
son,
baby. She did
the
a couple
baby, Tom Hanks'
couple
son, the
scenes with
baby,
Oh,
him.
and
Chet.
yeah.
A lot of
Chet.
people. She had
Lord.
got entangled with the Kardashians. She had got
Mm-hmm.
entangled with a lot of different people. Like she was all
Yeah.
over the place. And even when she did her collab, when she did the collab with Cardi, when she did something with Nicki, like
Right.
it had got like she was just all over the place.
Oh yeah, it was
And
Hot
she's
Girl Summer that got
young too.
nominated because yeah, it
Yeah.
went straight to Hot Girl Summer with
Mm-hmm.
Nicki.
Mhm.
That catapulted it as well. That's what she got the nomination for, I
Right.
think.
Right.
So
And
it
everybody
was
was criticizing her about who she with or whatever, and I'm just like, she's just free, she's
Yeah.
doing whatever she can, like she's just trying to survive, she's in survival mode. So
yeah, she was only like 24 at the time, so it was like
yeah.
very
Yeah,
young.
she's a baby. I
Yeah,
laugh because every time I look at her with like all of this makeup and she's Meg The Stallion, but when she's like without makeup, I'm like, oh, she's got a little baby
beautiful.
face. She looks so
I
young and fresh.
know.
Without the hair, see with her natural hair is
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hey
wavy,
Shane.
Looks good.
curly.
Looks so young. She looks like her age. Like she's young.
Right.
Not like this big
Yeah.
sex symbol. Just this cute little face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So let's talk about Meg and Kelsey friendship. So
Ooh, Kelsey.
as we watched the documentary after her mom passed, we did see Kelsey pop in. So
Hmm.
Kelsey is the one who was filling in her mom's place for as helping her get things done. So she was like an assistant to Meg,
Hmm.
the stallion. So and Kelsey is the one who helped her start putting her videos, her freestyle videos and stuff on YouTube and
Right,
stuff
on
like that.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. So we saw how the fishing and Kelsey knew her mom. So she said she knew Kelsey, I guess, since high school or something like that,
Yeah.
2013 or something. So they knew each other for a while. So she just brought her on as her assistant, and you can see the love there in their friendship and how it was. And I did not know Kelsey was her assistant at first. I just thought she was just one of those friends that hang on. I
Yeah.
mean, two
Yeah,
things can
kind
be
of like
true.
your entourage or something like that, part of your
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
entourage.
yeah, 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 yeah. So, or I just thought she was like a social media person at best. Like putting her stuff out, promoting her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did not know she was like doing the stuff that the mom was doing, or business related stuff. So, hey,
I mean, they were good until they weren't. That's.
Right. That's usually how it is.
Ugh. And
yeah,
I
they
hate
can.
that. I hate that for her because there's nothing worse than grieving a loss of a friendship. I feel like is worse than like a breakup with your partner. Because
Yeah.
Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah, as it's like how it's just it was just interesting. Like how y'all go from this to this, just like this. You know what I
That
mean?
leprechaun. That's what it was.
It's
Girl, I said as soon as she attached herself to a man, it all came crashing down. Girl. Whew.
who attached themselves to a man, man.
Meg, because she's always been like, you ain't never see her like attached to anybody.
Well, I
Like,
don't feel like she was attached to him. She was
He
like,
wasn't
because she was
attached.
trying
He
to
was
like,
trying to be attached to her.
yeah,
no,
she was
that
trying
whole
to be.
no, during the pandemic, like
Oh, they was hanging out. I
when they did
mean,
that
Yeah.
whole
it was
collaboration.
quarantine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that they were
Okay.
together. I'm
Oh, okay.
saying that when she was
They was hanging out a
operating,
lot.
when she was
Mhm.
operating
Giving
on
him
her
her,
own.
giving him her energy.
That part,
Yes,
Mm.
her energy. So,
Hmm.
that part. Here I go. Just in
Give
case
him
y'all.
give him a little bit of attention.
jeez,
Not all men, because neither need a bigger sign.
But
jeez. But yeah,
Until
so
you prove me otherwise.
now she got a sign. But yeah, it just irked my spirit that you see them, and I was just shocked. I was kind of shocked that they were showing Kelsey because I'm like, did she sign off for this, and then you just gave her a bag, or did she sign off with this on this old footage of her before y'all fell out before this incident? 'Cause I'm like, y'all just
I
showing this.
don't think you have to. I don't. If you have footage of someone is your story to tell.
Uh huh.
I think that if she wants to, do something about it, she might be within her rights. But I don't think she
Yeah, I don't
has
know what
to.
the protocol is. 'Cause I
Yeah,
saw some people in the background they had blurred out, but they had her
That's what I'm saying.
front and
She must
yeah.
have
front and
signed
She
off
center.
was a
something
willing
earlier
participant.
before they fell
Yeah,
out,
maybe she
Yeah, she's a
signed
willing
off on it
participant.
already.
Yeah.
or she signed off something after and just threw her bag. Like, yeah, yeah, you sign this, I give you this bag. You can make some money. Not
Candy
the
want the red. Candy want the red flag.
not the what's the red flag, y'all? What is this? Is I missing
Child.
something?
Red
So
flag
that was
for
the
them
red flag
men's
with
is
Kelsey.
Right.
that's what the
Oh, I'm
red
gonna say I
flag
thought you
is
talking about
Of
for
for.
Kelsey. Okay, yeah.
No,
Okay, so it's quarantine and stuff like that, and Meg is hanging out with the leprechaun himself, and then as she it's 2020, and as she had a record with Beyonce because she did the Savage remix,
hmm
so she has everybody attention, which was smart to drop a record during
yes.
absolutely.
Everybody was in the
the
house trying to do that
pandemic.
little dance.
Everybody, right? Like
Right.
everybody was in the house, so that was a good way to catch someone's attention. And you had Beyonce
hmm
on your record
Mm-hmm.
saying her one two, singing her
Yeah.
one two. It was a good time. Everybody was doing TikTok dance, and then she had the BT performance, and then that's when the incident happened.
Yeah.
So
Did her TikTok, like that TikTok dance that happened, is that what started the whole craze? When everybody, all of the artists started to try to get a little clip of every. Oh, or was it before that?
I feel like it was before that.
Okay.
I don't know what song it was. To be
Child,
honest.
because you know what's his name trying to take credit for every single TikTok thing.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. He
Oh
always wants.
Lord, no.
hmm
He always want to take credit for everything.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, he's the first. Look, he's the first. Look.
In his eyes. Now I don't know how accurate that is, but
Right. We
that's
got
the
fact
story he's
check.
telling. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Right. We got a fact.
Oh gosh. So we are at the incident. So we know how the incident happened. Like I I shout out to the animation again because it's the storytelling for me. She said like they was in the car arguing. They was coming from what's her name? The Jenner girl who
Kylie.
Kylie.
changed her
Kylie.
face.
I think it
Yeah.
was Kylie.
Yeah, Kylie. They came from I guess her party, and they was in the car arguing with his security. They was in the car with his security driver or whatever you want to be, and they up there arguing. She said, "I just remember because they was all messed up. You know what I mean? Drunk,
Right.
zooted,
Right.
whatever. So they they was all towed up, and then I guess it was a pool party because she said she was in her bikini,
Yeah.
and she said that she just remembered them arguing and." She said, I must say some slick because it got his attention. She said
He
she
said,
got out the
I don't
car
remember.
twice. She got the car twice. She just remember getting out the car twice. Because I guess they was on their way to drop her off at her house
hmm
where she was staying at in LA. And she remember him saying she got the car the second time. She remember him saying, dance B, I guess, and then he popped at her foot and she fell down. And
I thought
Mm.
that was like I have heard that before, but you don't think that that's actually what somebody would say. I was like, Jesus, what
And
kind of
then she
stuff is
said
you on?
even him didn't even I guess you know how you do stuff when you toe up and then you come to the realization what happened.
Right.
Well, not me
Like, oh, how
personally.
serious it is.
Right.
He
I've
said
heard
he didn't even
tell.
believe it that he did that. So I was like, oh wow.
I
I
just
would
wish
expect something
like
like
And then
that
talking
to
about a million
happen.
dollars, a
I would
million
expect
dollars.
for
I'm
him to do
sorry.
something else. I don't even want to say it over that. And that wouldn't have been
Mm,
acceptable either. But like what?
right, right.
Oh,
And the thing is about it is that like when I tell you my whole neighborhood got ring cameras, where's the ring footage? Come
this
on,
is the what's this
come on,
Beverly
where's the
Hills?
ring
What was
footage?
it? LA? Is this do they have rank?
I mean, if
there's some kind of
if
security.
they're around a place where it's a lot of high rises, maybe apartments where people or condos where people are insulated,
It was a witness
yeah,
out there.
there was a witness. There's that. But I just like in the age of
Depending on where he was at, they might not have been able to get that from the angle. You know what I'm
Because it was
saying? Like
on the,
they could
yeah,
have got
the way the
probably
her, they
street.
could have got the car. The car could have been blocking the view, so you
That
might not
is
have.
true.
A
yeah.
Yeah.
tree
But
could
the
have
way
been
they
in the
did it in
way.
the animation, it felt like nothing was.
It
Oh
was
well,
out
it
in the
could have been
open.
blocking if it's from the backside or something like that.
Yeah,
But she was in the
They
front.
was on some kind of road. I don't know
yeah.
Yeah,
how far the houses is from the road. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, we see the animation. She's down on the ground, crawling and her feet leaking blood and stuff like that. It was just, and then they showed the real. We all saw the real
Right,
helicopter footage, and we do see her feet is leaking a heck of
right.
blood as she's trying to walk back because she's in her bikini, it's blurred, so she's walking back, and you do see the blood leaking from her feet. So it was, and then she said, she lied, said she stepped on glass because this was the height
That
of the
was so
George,
scary.
George Floyd.
uh,
Hmm.
yeah, which was that
It had
was some
everybody
time.
shook for
That
real,
had
for
Hands
real.
everybody,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
However, comma, what I will say is that black women have been conditioned to protect
that's it, yeah,
Hmm.
the black man, okay? And let's just be honest, let's be real about it. And that is exactly what was happening. But then also too, there was a safety factor with all of them because
Yeah.
of the
everything,
George
yeah,
Floyd. So you know what I'm saying?
Because
But
it's
I'm just
yeah.
saying, because even still, once we start getting into the mix of things, it felt like she was still trying to protect him and still trying to protect him. And he started playing in her face.
Mm,
And then she was just like, what am I doing?
yeah. It seemed like she was protecting him. She just want to be left alone.
Right.
She just
yeah.
said she just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why
She never
you
I
wanted to.
ain't
She never
protecting
wanted
him.
to press charge. Well, she didn't press charges. The
She
state
She
pressed.
didn't
didn't
press
press.
State
charges.
She
pressed
It was
didn't
charges.
the
press
state.
charges. It
And
was
it
Hmm.
the
was so
state.
funny how the public made it like a Meg versus Tory, and it was the state versus Tory.
Yes.
It had nothing. She was a victim of this whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have
yeah.
an option. Once the state does something, it's like you don't. She didn't have an option. She just
Right, right.
showed
It
up
was
like she was supposed to, and that's it.
crazy, just insane.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
That was
I
scary
just
because
I just hate it.
was that before? Was Sandra Bland before or after? I can't keep up with all these doggone names. When I was looking at that footage, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Was that
I
before?
was
Was
worried.
I
Sandra
think it was
I
before
think
though?
so.
before.
I think she was
Yeah,
before.
Sandra
I
was
was worried
before.
for her and for him. So I get why she initially didn't say anything. But definitely once you started poking the bear, I'd have been like, okay, well,
That's when she came out. She
There I go.
said
right.
this.
But I would
What
have
she
pressed
said,
charges at
Corey
that point. It would
Starbucks.
have been me and the state. We would have had two separate suits. Okay.
Right.
She
So he
just want to
probably
be
would have
left alone.
3 years that he was
I get
supposed.
it. She want to be left alone. She didn't want to
Yeah,
be
but she
involved.
wasn't gonna be left alone. You had to go to court for the state anyway. I was like, oh well, I guess we're doing two
Right.
trials.
Yeah,
Right.
but he kept doing it. Kept doing that undercut. Like I'm
He
be
did a
honest.
whole.
I'm not a Tory
Didn't he
fan.
do a whole diss something or something?
Video.
Like he put something out, and she was just like, he shot me. I was just like,
And the
dang.
fact that people are
Yeah,
still
that was
taking up for him after all of that stuff that he put out had me red hot, flaming mad. Okay.
Right.
the
Just
Epstein.
rewatching it, I'm like remembering how bad women and men both were against this woman.
Disgusting. I understand the men that they lock arms, baby. It's the boy club. Listen,
Definitely.
but the women, gross, disgusting.
Do y'all hear echo?
No.
Yes. I
Oh, you
heard.
do? You do?
Mhm.
Neither that's you.
I don't know. It shouldn't be.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely disgusting for the men and the women to be, attacking her in that way. I do not condone. I did not like it then. I don't like it now, and they still doing it to this day. It's ridiculous. And then, even though the truth came out or the court documents came out, and they just choose to believe what they want to believe. Okay, so yeah, so the incident happened, and boy, everything. And then she distanced herself from Kelsey because I guess Kelsey, if you saw it with your two eyes, why you just didn't tell what happened?
That whole
And then
situation.
And
Well,
then the whole
not to say
immunity
anything
thing. She wanted to get immunity. I was like, girl, what?
And then he offered $1 million, and he saying sorry. He said, "Yeah, it's crazy. It's a hot mess." So
If you listen to the recording in his own words, that sounds like an admission to me. No,
yeah, that
that part.
recording came out after, I guess, the verdict, when the whole court thing was over. It's weird how they
Oh, was
did
it
it.
after? Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was after. I was like, and then that's when 50 Cent apologized. He said, after I heard the the recording, he was like, "Oh, I get it now."
come on. Can we have some sense? Can we unlock the arms to have some sense, some common sense?
Yeah. Um, yeah, so and we also during this documentary also see Joe Budden and all these different podcasts talking about
That's
this
what made me
incident, and
mad.
then
Disgusting.
Gross.
very gross. And then this was when we get to the lie. Eventually, the lie. It's not a good picture, Gail, but we're gonna keep it
Sorry,
rolling.
Gail.
Well, that's what you deserve right now. You deserve to not have the most flattering picture, okay, Gail? Because you were foul. And that's why I always say that you have to watch male centered women because they are just as dangerous as
And
the
Gail got a
men.
career to do. She gonna be a little
As
messy.
the men. I still don't feel like she should have asked that question. Or Megan should
Yeah,
have had
because it
better
didn't have anything to
PR.
do with it.
Right, you
Screen the
should have had
questions.
better PR. Say you can't ask me these types of questions. But she doesn't have her mother anymore. She doesn't have the best
Yeah.
interest, the person with her best interest in
Interest in
mind
her.
with
Yeah.
her. And so it was just really gross. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because that messed her up big time. I feel like that was like the beginning of the end with people feeling the way that they felt about her. But at the end of the day, it didn't have anything to do with
Thing
anything.
to
Like
do.
if I did or if I didn't, if I lied, if I told the truth, what does any of that have to do with what happened to me? I didn't do it. He did it.
Right. That's what
So
I'm
what does it
like.
have to do with what we were doing before that happened? Like, who cares?
And
Apple, look, apples and
he has
oranges.
the
Okay.
history of violence. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the one that has the things. Like why would you? Okay, yeah, Kelsey asked for immunity, but she doesn't have no history or nothing. She's so-called Megan's best friend. Like,
Now,
and we
is
know Megan didn't do it herself. Like, process of elimination will tell you who did it. It doesn't
Yeah.
make no sense to me.
now is the story I'm to believe that Kelsey was sleeping with him first? Is that what happened?
Say that again, Miss Kira.
Was
I don't even
Kelsey
care.
sleeping with him first? Is that what happened?
Look, I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't care. I'm
Like
I
just
I'm
don't
trying to figure
care.
out her rationale. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that's what I heard. Like she was messed up with him, and then
That's what they
Megan
say,
slept
though.
with
It's
him,
kind of hard to
and
tell with Kelsey.
that's how we got here to me being
mm,
such a shit friend. Because I
Look, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with Kelsey timeline because she was messing with some guy at 1501
okay,
record label, and
all
then
right.
she eventually got married. She got pregnant so soon after all this happened. I'm like, she got pregnant and she got married to this guy. Like, was he
All right.
Was you messing with Tori, or what? Or he was just a pass around? So I don't know. It don't matter to me, to be honest.
No, it shouldn't matter, but I'm just trying to
She
figure
always
out
late.
why, like,
Hey girl.
That's the
I don't
perfect name. Look, the last thing she put, sorry I'm late. She always late.
She always late. Not your daughter
know.
locked you out your van. Child.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-mm. Daughter
Crazy.
on punishment already. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, it shouldn't matter, but that's what they
But I
say.
mean,
I
you
don't
can't allow
know.
me to apologize for being wrong. Like, even still, like, I deserve that, and I deserve you not to take up for me, knowing you knew what the truth of the matter was. Like, that's
I
crazy.
don't know. It's crazy and it's sad at the same time. So I don't know what was through Kelsey head or what's going through Megan head exactly of how to, I guess, process this end of the road of this friendship. So I don't know. But even though like if we fell out, Nita or Miss Kira, like
Hmm.
I would not. I would right is right, wrong is wrong in my eyes. That's how I
Yes.
operate. Like if I see something with my eyes, I'm gonna be honest. Even though we not at the best spot in our relationship or what
Because
have
what
you,
was
I
the point of getting immunity? Like,
look.
I would be getting immunity so I could tell the truth and have your back, and he would not
He got immunity.
retaliate. Like,
Look,
what was the immunity for?
it was so weird. You got to ask the DA them about
I
that because
wonder.
Or did
I
weird.
she
wonder.
pass him? Did she pass it to him? Like, I don't, sketchy. We know
Something happened.
he did it, but were you like, and
He probably
pass it
said,
over? I
"Look,"
don't.
he probably said, "Hand me my blicky," and then she handed it to him.
Right.
So
Mm,
Because what do you need immunity? What do you need immunity for?
what you
Is
need
what I'm
immunity for?
asking.
Like, come on, girl.
right.
And she got immunity and start playing reindeer games at the at the courthouse. Child, I'm weak.
Yeah, that's crazy. The whole thing about that, like, I felt like when she did that, it just dropped a seed of doubt. You know, we watched Reasonable Doubt, y'all.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
And when you do something like that, I feel like it's almost something that will, kind of linger in the jury's mind or something like, oh, why is she getting immunity? So it felt like it was a
Yeah.
distraction, like a deterrent that he thought he was going to get off. Because when I tell you that the men thought that he was going to get off, baby, because that's what they do. They get off, right? I'm telling you, that whole thing. I remember I was with Lamont and Moochie, and we
Hmm.
Mm.
were at one of his houses. He came down here to DMV, and me and Moochie was with him, and we did a live, y'all, and we talked about it, and I felt like that was the key piece of evidence that she brought up, immunity, and I felt like it was just a distraction. I'm just like, no, don't fall for the BS. It's BS, and I just didn't understand what that was about, but it was a mess. It was a mess. But anything that people can latch on to, you know,
Yeah, she always late. Yeah. Um, bullet fragments being shot. She was shot at. So technically, was it intentional or not? She was shot at. Okay, so and she ended up with bullet fragments in her feet, and
Yeah.
she was leaking blood. So it
I'm not gonna
definitely
go about to differentiate between one or the other, child.
yeah. So
Like,
it's yeah. He like Candy said, he had no business touching a blicky,
no,
especially being a felon. A felon.
you've been touching nothing.
So they was gonna get him any way it
You
goes.
should just let me stay out the car the first time. Why we got to go through all of this?
Yeah. So yeah. So everybody, even when she admitted that she lied at the Gail King interview, the internet set ablaze again. I'm like, she told the truth on the stand where it counts.
Right.
She lied on the interview. Okay. So what? What we talking about?
shit, I
Y'all
would have
know this.
lied too. I ain't want to admit to sleeping with that leprechaun. What the
Hell
fuck?
no. And she caught her off. She caught her off guard. So that, I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
that.
what was that whole
Girl,
thing.
I'd have
Because
lied my ass off.
I'm being vulnerable with you and talking about my mom, like and stuff like that, and how I'm dealing with
You would just have to
this
speculate, because I would definitely
psychology.
been like, Miss Gail, what does that have to do with the person T in China? Like that's not what I'm here to talk about.
And people harping on it. I'm like, what I gotta? Yeah,
Candy said we know a lot about
that part. Look, Candy,
yeah,
that
some of
part.
them
Like,
don't count.
I would
Just
not be admitting. Like, if it wasn't good, it doesn't count. But anyway,
in front of all these people on the TV, I think not.
mm-mm.
Got
Listen,
my mama
She
rolling
said
over in
he,
her
he.
grave.
She said he
Every
caught me on a drunk day once or twice, and that was
right.
it.
exactly. And like you said, it don't have nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Mm-mm.
So miss me with that. Y'all still hear echo or no?
No.
No, I don't hear it no
Okay,
more.
good.
Okay. Oh, well, you said Kelsey was her. Well, she was a friend. She knew her since 2013. So I'm guessing. Look, they
I
was in
would
high
think I
school.
would be
Girl,
telling you
when you throw a piece of penis out there,
about.
girl, they lose their whole senses. Like
But I mean, I would
friend
think
who? Friend who?
I regard you as that to make you, you know, her. I don't know if she's her manager, but whatever she was doing for her, like you had a part of doing something for me for my business. So I would, I don't know. I mean, you could give the job to a random person, but it just didn't seem like she gave it to a random person. You know, like they were
Right.
friends back in the day, and that's why you got the position. So, ah,
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, Meg was hit by bullet frame when the bullet hit the ground, and some shit we do, we got to think of the ways it could turn out and understand the consequences if I was Kelsey. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. I mean, you just don't know. But like for me,
um,
like if you tell the truth, then it shouldn't be like I don't
there was
understand.
no reason for that to ever happen. Like I
Exactly.
don't. It is nothing that could have came out of her mouth that could have warranted that.
Right. Right. And that's what I was saying. Like, you know how people was like, well, what did she do? He did that. What did he do? Do y'all think that there is something to justify a unarmed person getting pow by a
No, but that's the question that
Being
they
shot
answer
at,
like that
or
is weird. Like, why are we
yeah,
asking that question like at any point that is okay? Like, what can
because
somebody say?
it's that unequal thing when it comes to a woman that we always, I hate to put it this way and don't shoot the messenger, that we always get questions and we always have to defend ourselves. Because after watching this, I've been on back on my documentary spree, so I also watched the Chris Brown one on Max, and
Yes,
yeah,
yes, that's
thing,
another
the
good one. We might
same
need to
thing with
come back to that.
Rihanna. Like, well, what did she do?
yeah,
What do you mean, what did I do?
What is the justification for doing that to someone?
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah,
Like what is gonna satisfy you if what? Like
We have
what?
to be responsible for our own actions. I tell my sons all the time, even when it just comes to them, just, we not bringing even other women into it. Even when it just comes to y'all being ready to scuffle,
yeah.
you can't let somebody get you so upset that you can't control yourself.
Control yourself. That part,
Because if you
because
go out into
that's
the world and do that, it's going to be bigger
It's
problems.
bad.
So
yeah,
walk away,
It's
take a breath,
weird.
gather yourself, and keep your hands to
To
yourself.
to
yourself.
yourself.
To yourself. Yes.
That part.
I'm like, I'll be telling my kids, I'm like, I don't care if he called you whatever 20 times. So what?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
you're getting emotional over it, which you're entitled to your feelings, but you also are free to walk away. Nobody's holding
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. It's crazy how they always wanna like victim blame. Like it it's crazy. Like it still does not negate what actually happened.
Right.
So yeah, no, let's not do that.
Yeah,
We were
yes.
talking
It
about
does.
that about sleeping with your friends, man, and that's not cool either. But there's nothing to warrant this.
Girl, no,
Yeah,
you can
that's
have them.
sleeping with your friends, man. It depends on what the agreement was, because they could be passing around dudes,
Yeah, he could have been a pass around. But
like
That's
dudes
what
be
I
doing
Candy.
it.
did
That's what
hear that
Look,
he
Candy
was
dudes be
said.
like,
doing it to women. Dudes be
Yeah.
doing it to
didn't y'all
women.
hear that he
So,
was get all up in Kylie's face? So he could finna pass around. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
ain't he locked up and married now? So is that the baby's
girl,
mama?
what?
Isn't he married?
Married to who?
The baby's mama or something. I
No.
could have swore I heard
Oh,
that.
you
Look,
know
let me
what?
I thought they was
You know what? I
divorced. They
think
didn't
you
get
are
divorced.
absolutely right. And it was like a little chubby girl. Hold on.
I don't know what she looked like. I look.
And
I
she
just
was,
remember.
and
I
she
thought there's
said
been
she
a
wanted to
divorce.
college quits. I think
Right. That's what I'm
her
saying. I
name
thought
is
it was a
Yeah,
Raina.
divorce.
Yeah, she just called it filed for divorce in June 2024.
yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
but I think they got married in. Did they get married in or did they get married right before? I think he
That
was
part.
trying to clean up. I think he was trying to clean up his
That's when he
image.
was trying to clean up his image and he started bringing his child
June
to court
25th,
and
Yeah,
stuff. And stuff.
2023. June
that part.
25th, 2023. So a year later.
Yeah, I would say at least a
Yeah.
year later.
Yeah, she a
Yeah.
little chubby, light skinned girl.
Hmm.
Oh wow. I never
I
knew.
mean, she's not chubby, but her face looks a little chubby, but her body looks fine. It's
So
not
face
a
is round. She
Got
got
a
a
full
round
yeah,
face.
her
face.
face
Yeah.
is round. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Wow,
I'm
that's
just
crazy.
saying.
I forgot
yeah.
all about that. I
I
forgot all
forgot
about
that
it,
part
girl.
too. So
I don't even care about him actually, so that's probably why I didn't even.
Now I'm saying we look. It's ways that you can handle it, and I'm not gonna say that the two of them should have been in there tussling over no man either. But if you felt that hurt about it, and if that's what actually happened, the same way you could leave a relationship with a man, you could leave a friendship. So if
Right,
she did that, you was hurt by it, you're entitled to be hurt. We don't gotta rock no more. Like it is what it
right.
is.
Especially not over no leprechaun.
okay.
Listen,
Look.
ain't nothing at the end of that rainbow. Just him. No pot of
Just saying.
gold.
Nothing at the end
Just,
of that rainbow,
just
huh?
saying.
That's
Just
funny.
saying.
Yeah, so after being pissed with Gail and herself at the same time, because you know how we do, like
In hindsight,
in hindsight,
yeah,
we
she
beat
said
up
exactly.
ourselves.
I wish he would have checked her in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like that just
She's
would
trying to
have.
be professional and she's trying to answer the questions,
I
but
think she was like shocked because it's like you don't expect somebody to ask you
I'm
something
like,
and
we
they
all
ask
knew
you.
that
It's
was
like,
look, we all knew that was a lie. Already shocked. I
oh,
was like, okay,
oh,
Yeah, that was
who? She was like, who? Tori?
right.
that was
Yeah.
wild.
That deflecting. She was like, damn, I
Because
gotta
they
answer
was
that, huh?
bonding because they was bonding over losing their moms because
Yep.
he lost his mom, she lost her mom, so I guess that was like a trauma bonding they was trying to do.
Mm,
So I guess so. This is
mm.
Look at that
towards
baby
the
face.
end. So we got
So
the
sad.
trial, and she's also going through a depression. Even though she is going through this trial situation, she is still working. She's still putting out projects. It's a lot of stuff, and I'm so shocked they didn't talk about the 1501 and her getting out her deal because she was going
Right,
through that as
right,
well.
right. That
So
too.
it could be a part that she can't talk about the outcome of that case. So
Oh, okay,
that's
yeah,
probably why
yeah,
they left it
Yeah.
out.
you're right. You're
So,
right about that.
yeah, but she was going through that and this trial and still putting out content music, and this when you come out with Traumazine, which
Mm,
was a good album. It's
really
like
good
really
album.
a raw album of her feelings and what she's going through. So
Yeah, yeah. I really like that album. It was real good.
yeah, so she's still working, got Grammys, 3 Grammys and stuff. It was, and number ones, and still performing through all of this drama with
Mhm.
Kelsey, the Leprechaun, and the record label. So,
Right.
and she's
Uh,
And
still
still
standing.
grieving,
She's
still
still
grieving.
standing.
yes.
Yeah, still grieving. Well, didn't really grieve properly,
Right.
but
She didn't get to properly grieve, but she still is dealing with that
still
loss.
holding on to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's still standing. She barely standing at one point. 'Cause I think she was getting tired, so she needed a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, to the break, because she was going over here to Japan and over to different countries to perform. She had to cancel some shows, and she said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I need a break."
Yeah, it was at the SNL when she went to the SNL performance and she broke. I mean, it felt like she broke down to me. Like I felt
Yeah,
like
because
I
she was
saw it.
performing the Tremors, a song from the Tremors
And I love
Yeah,
that
movie
song.
album.
That's my
I
song, y'all.
I felt like I saw it, and I was just like, oh God, she damn near like cried on stage during the performance,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just like, I can't do
And
it
she
no
was
more.
working with Lorianne. I did not know she was
Yes,
working with
I didn't know she was
Lorianne.
working at
I
Lorian
was like,
either.
okay, Lorianne
Right,
girl, get your bag. Okay, you
Because if
still
you listen
working
to
out
the
here?
lyrics for the lyrics for that song, it will make you want to cry. I'll be in here
It make you
listening
want
to
to
that
cry.
right,
sometimes.
right. Especially what she went through.
Right.
Yeah,
It
being
was
vulnerable on a record is
Yes.
hard, and then you got to perform it, and in the back
yeah,
of your mind, people are against you, like the
right.
public, and you're a public figure. So it's like,
Yeah,
and
it
she
was
don't have no
so
one by her side besides her
Nope.
manager.
it was so crazy how she was talking about how she's like watching a sea of people while she knows that she has so much hate coming at her during this trial time
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, and she didn't her anxiety was so bad that she didn't
Mhm.
know who was for her, because people
Yeah,
hate
that's
watch,
crazy.
people
Yep.
hate support, they do,
Yep. They
They
sure
do
do.
hate
they
watching,
do.
hate support. I'm not gonna hold
Especially
you.
all the
So,
things that they were saying about her online, and she was like just going through grief after
Right,
grief. You had
and
your
she said
dad,
she
you had
consumed
your
herself,
mom.
falling in a rabbit hole on that
Yeah,
social
you had your
media tip.
dad, your mom, the friendship with Kelsey, which I'm sure she regarded her as a friend, and now
Yeah,
right,
that's
that's a
gone.
yeah.
that's a grieving period too.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, it was really, so I understood everything about the depression, everything about
Mm-hmm.
the anxiety. Like I could not imagine on a scale like me, my little self, like I'm over here going through it. Can you imagine on that type of stage, that type of
Right.
platform, that is insane. And she is so, that's why, that's why I was saying, like, even though the documentary wasn't wholly sad,
Hmm.
even the high parts still made me have tears, like because
Yeah.
that she fought through it and she made it
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And
through.
she's still standing, baby.
She's
Yes.
still standing, still she rises like the phoenix. I was just
Yeah.
like, baby, that's when you know God got their hand on you, baby. What's
Okay.
for you is
Your
for
mama,
you.
your angel, baby, for real. She got
Yes,
your back.
For
yes,
sure.
yes,
She's right there with you.
absolutely.
So yeah, so she needed a break. She's in the bed, and then she found herself assuming social media and seeing what people saying about her and this trial and
Oh,
stuff.
God.
It does take a toll. It does get in your head, and then you go into court.
Yeah.
No, you got to testify and hearing these things and stuff like that. So
I'm glad they showed every damn person who was on the wrong side of history. Every person, because a lot of
I
times
was so
people be
happy
trying
too.
to
I was like,
they be trying to hide behind, like, they stay quiet, but
Yep.
sometimes they stay quiet, but you know how they really feel.
right.
However, comma, I love that she got those big platform
Yep.
people on that and show their faces and show what they said. I loved it. And that's probably what cost a little bit more screen time, because they showed a lot of the clips and a lot of the
Yep.
um
Banter
Mm.
or how people felt
yes,
like they call
yes.
her a liar and
Show it.
Yeah, that was
Show it.
crazy.
she
They over
lied
there on
about
the
this. Who said she ain't lying about this? I'm like, she didn't do it
yeah.
to herself, bro.
And
Like,
right. And he got 10 years. He might as well went up to the top. I said,
They are looking for that
yeah,
man on the TikTok. I said,
they looking for
"Oh,
him.
please don't do." Yes.
Ooh, look.
did he
I
have a
said,
FedEx shirt on?
"Yes."
Oh,
I'm like, please don't
How
beget
how
violence where
please don't
how
violence.
do nothing
stupid can
crazy,
you
right?
be?
I'm
Yeah,
like,
like
please
don't do
don't.
How
that.
stupid can you be? Like,
I mean, he shouldn't have said it, but let's not turn around and then do something else dumb behind it. But yes,
Yeah,
they.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
scrolling and I said, "Say what now?" I said, "Oh man, I bet you he regretting the day he said that for everybody to hear."
I
mm,
mean, I'm gonna need people like to like
Get a
Even
grip.
though they watched this or probably hate watched it, or they just saw that clip of the lie of her admitting about she lying to Gail King. They still to this day still hate this woman.
Oh yeah,
Still hate
absolutely.
them.
I
But
just
I'm gonna
feel
need
like
them to
there's
like
a
to think about their mothers, daughters,
no. They
their
don't do that.
sisters,
They
their
don't do
niece,
that. The black
Separate.
community
their
does not.
aunts, their
They just
grandmas.
that's only
Like,
women because I maybe because life starts with us and we
Mm-hmm.
birth it or something. We're the only ones that really have the empathy to go either way. Because I'm
I
not
see some
saying
women are. I'm like, I don't know how you
yeah,
That's
no,
true
it's a
because the
feel
lot of
women
women.
are
or
there's
your
some women
moral
against her.
compass,
Yeah,
how you set
because
up.
they've
Like, I
been
don't know.
brainwashed, they've been
Cause I'm
conditioned
like,
and brainwashed, and I get all that or whatever.
Male
But
identified.
yeah, I
mm-mm.
feel like, but a lot of women do have the power to break free of that because it could be both sides, or it can, you have your own experiences, your life, and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. Things change, and you start to learn things.
And
But
I
those,
have 3 boys, and I love my boys, and
Yeah,
I don't want people to take advantage of them either. But at the same time, I don't want you taking advantage of somebody's daughter either.
somebody else.
Like,
Yeah,
right,
let's treat each other
absolutely,
well.
right,
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
across the board. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
It's crazy.
agree. Yeah. Oof, scary times. We are.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Yeah,
I told them I ain't coming to work tomorrow.
I know that's right.
I'm be on Zoom.
I'm so glad I'm off. I got to put it with my therapist too. We're gonna have a nice
We
little
are
sesh.
so lucky.
Got a nice little sesh.
Look, I might need a session depending on the
Uh-huh.
results.
That part.
Okay, that part. Look, yeah. So, we see her going through this depression, and she just, she also waiting for the verdict because she did the testify, which is in this purpose. So she got on the stand, did her part,
Rolling in the soup.
Yeah,
and people still yelling at her like, "Why you?" It was just terrible as she going in and out of the courtroom,
yeah.
and all
I
she
don't know
got
what
is
they wanted the woman
her
to
lawyers
do
and
when
security
the
with her.
state filed the charges. She cannot do anything but show up like she and testify like she is supposed to do. What else
Yeah,
did you want her to do?
I don't
That's how
know.
it works. That's the law.
And then they don't put nothing on Tory because he keeps saying I didn't do it, but you're not telling him who did. It was only 4 of y'all.
Right. And do you think a man would take any kind of charge for a woman if Kelsey did do it, if somebody else did it? Do you think that a man is going to go down for
No,
somebody else?
no, they'd be hard
That
pressed to take a charge for their own kids, so they
doesn't
definitely not
even make
taking some for
no
somebody
sense.
else.
That doesn't even make sense.
And
Like,
where's the
That's what I'm
driver?
like.
Did the driver ever show up, or he's still out of the
He
country?
he showed up way after the
afterwards.
way after the. I'm
Mm.
like, you don't.
Convenient.
It was like a circus. This
They
trial was
lock
like a
arms,
circus.
baby. Even they not gonna be there. They not gonna say nothing, or they gonna speak up. And they're gonna be loud and proud and wrong, and that's just what they're gonna do. Either that, or they're gonna be quiet and don't say nothing. So they complicit. So the quiet ones to
Mhm,
me, that's complicit to
Hmm.
me.
for
And
Okay.
then
sure.
the ones that lock arms and the Joe Buttons and the people and the whatever, you have those.
Cha cha cha. Yeah. So we see that it came back that he was guilty and got how many years?
Mm,
A
mm, mm,
decade.
mm, mm, mm,
A
Not,
decade.
child, not enough.
And we saw her broke down crying after
Oh my
they
God, when
saw
Oh
she
her.
my God,
cried,
I
I was
was
like,
boo hoo. Ugly cry. Ugly cry.
And the crazy thing is, like, even though he's found guilty in a court of law and they gave him 10 years, they still was dragging. It made it worse. They was on her ass on social media. It was just a
because
lot.
they be acting like, oh, you be whatever, innocent black man. Oh my gosh. Let's speak
So she was
facts.
down. She was down for like a year before she popped back out. Because she had to do therapy and
Just for
stuff,
y'all
and
folks.
not the clown
Thank
nose.
you. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
She
Yes.
was like
Let's
down
be
for a
let's
year.
be so for real, please.
I hope the cameras are still rolling in her new journey because she was
Oh
down
yeah,
for
You
a
know they
year.
probably
for
are.
sure,
Hmm.
for sure.
She was down for a year, and she had to do therapy and this grieving therapy probably.
Yeah, because she
Um,
said it
She
went from
said she felt like a
two
whole
weeks
new
to a
woman.
month when
She said
she.
she felt like a whole new woman. I was like, just thank you.
Mm,
and then
When
you
she
had
said
to
she
work
couldn't
on
get out the
yourself.
bed, she couldn't get out the bed. I was just
You
like,
had to bed
baby,
for
I've
three
been there.
days.
You know how when you wake up in the morning, you open up the blinds and you start doing, girl, no, I've been there where it's been totally dark in the room. Don't get up, don't do nothing. I understand it. I understand. It is
and it
crazy.
takes time to work on yourself. So
Absolutely.
So
I
I'm
feel like
glad.
it's a forever journey,
Yeah.
depending
I
on
mean,
what you're dealing with.
on. I mean, it's always gonna be a constantly working on yourself
Oh yeah,
and
Right.
absolutely.
everything. So it's like a
Yeah. I mean,
refresh
I guess what she's
every day.
saying is what she went through, like that got her to that point. So
Right.
Yeah.
that
So
working through.
I'm glad she was able to take that break that she needed and
Hmm.
to work on some things herself and figure out where you want to go with your
Mhm,
career
mhm.
because you are a star now and even though love it or hate it she's a star and she's
You can't dim her light, baby. Y'all
and she's
keep
still
trying.
standing. She's
Y'all
still
keep
standing.
trying.
She's still making music. She's still going number one. She's still winning awards. She's
I
still getting all
love
these
it.
opportunities and deals and stuff like that. So I mean, she can't be that bad of a person. She keep getting all these deals and these
Exactly.
accolades and stuff like that. I mean, like, and
Mm.
people will always swear that she's an industry plant. No, she's the real deal because the industry
She
plan will
has
come out of
she
nowhere.
has
But I've been
talent
seeing her
though.
rise and working
Yeah.
on her music for a while. So
Yeah.
that's not
And
it.
I feel like this documentary actually debunked that
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, she has
Totally.
talent. You can see
Right
like
from the inception,
because
we started at the beginning. So
Yeah. So
because
yeah.
even with a
So
plant, like if you don't have no talent, you not gonna make it. Like you're not gonna like for instance, ice spice. They say she a little plant, and I'm like I can see that because we was tapping our toes to the beats, and then we started listening like what's going on here? What's going on?
that came with you. Hey, hello,
Yeah,
Mario Bruno.
hey Mario.
from
You from
Brazil.
Brazil? Okay.
All right.
All right, Brazil in the house. Yeah, so I'm glad to see her journey. I hope it's another documentary on her rise
Mhm.
or rebirth of
There you go.
the
Yeah.
stallion
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing for the
because
girly the young girls especially to look at like she went through all this hardship, got her degree, and then you have to look when you start going through stuff. Don't go for that self medication because that's how we ended up the situation in court. So
yeah,
learn the lessons from somebody else
Right.
and
mistakes.
not
Right.
go through them yourself. Learn the lessons through somebody else. Don't do that.
Right.
Yeah, she definitely had to work on her mind, body, and spirit because
Mhm.
we saw like she's no longer on social media like she used to. She has
Right.
someone else handle it, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
But look, it's the Beyonce way. Beyonce post, move
Okay.
Yes.
the hell
Yes.
on.
Keep that
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
together.
I think it's a good thing
that's
that
why I
she
said
with Rock
mind, body,
Nation
spirit
too.
is
Yeah.
like you gotta work on that.
Yeah.
So she did work on her body. She was a little chunky, and she said
Yeah.
in
She.
her new record, she said,
Yeah.
"Whether it's the chubby or slim, my pee is not for none of y'all.
Hmm?
Right.
Y'all could be talking about my body, so my pee is not for none of y'all."
But you know the
So,
girlies when they go on tour and they're dancing all the time, that's how they work all them. That's how that whole.
and we saw her in the gym, and she had a thing
Oh
with
yeah, she
Nike.
did.
So
Yeah, she
she
had
had a
did some
collaboration with
endorsements.
Nike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did
Nike.
some endorsements and all that stuff. So yeah,
So we saw the
I'm so proud of her.
so,
Hmm.
yeah, because that's what I said,
Proud, I'm
mind,
a
body,
proud old
spirit.
auntie.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so proud of her.
Yes, I'm so proud of Megs. Yeah, like
Keep
I
shining,
am
baby.
so
Keep
happy.
shining. Love it.
Yes,
Love it.
please, because and that's what basically how the documentary end. Like,
Yeah. And I
like
love that when she was going through her hard time and she was saying that she wanted like some different major platforms to stand up for her or something. And she was like, "How about I stand up for myself?" You know
That
what I'm saying?
part.
Like one of that. I was like, "This, yes,
Yeah, yeah, that's why she was like so drawn into social media. She was hoping to find someone to like have her back,
right,
but you like,
right."
yeah, have your own back.
Have your
Yeah.
own back, baby. If
'Cause
you
that's
don't learn nothing from that, don't self medicate and have your own back. You know,
you was Mario. Me too in the
it was
States,
so
in
Hmm.
Chicago. It was
And
great. I had a good
all of that,
time.
all of that stuff that she
okay.
went through could have broke somebody, and for her
Oh,
to still be
absolutely.
standing and still thriving, it's like it's a beautiful thing to see.
It's a
Right,
beautiful
and not
thing.
just surviving. It feels like she's thriving
Yeah,
now.
she's thriving. Hmm.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
Yeah, she does have good concerts. She does her thing. She's a good performer. She made a name for herself, whether you like her or not. She's here to stay.
Hmm.
So
Got me wanting to go to a Meg concert.
I
yeah,
know.
I haven't been to a
she be
concert in
getting it.
years.
Those knees still work. Them bullet
She said
fragments
something
didn't
about
stop
her knees.
nothing.
Her
Girl,
knees
The
I'm
bullet
so
still.
fragments didn't
jealous
stop
of the
nothing.
knees. I'm so
She
jealous.
said something about them Meg knees. She was
Baby,
worried. She was worried about them knees.
Oh
baby, them
yeah, because she
knees,
thought it was
baby.
not gonna work no more.
Hmm.
Listen,
I mean, because you got to think this is the beginning of her career, and when that happened, it's like, oh, it's over. You know
Hmm.
yeah. I
how
hope
you
she
have.
stays child free. I don't want her to have no kids. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh, you
sorry,
should hear
y'all.
her talk about this. She said, "I'll be a proud auntie." She said, "I don't want the kids
Yeah,
because
that's where she needs
she
to
said, I'll be a
stay.
That's
proud
what I
auntie."
want. That's what I want for
And
her. I
I forgot to
want
talk about
her.
her cousin with the
Yes.
baby.
Yeah, the
Her cousin
baby.
Yes,
have
the
Yes.
little
her
baby.
cousin with the baby. That was cute. She said her
Absolutely.
cousin got her back, and her cousin. She
I love
glad
that.
to be around
Yeah,
family.
that's that's good. That's what she
That's
needs.
what she needs. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Child free, baby.
need some love and a hug.
Mm.
Genuine love. So and a hug. So because
And that's why I
fake
always
love
feel
is
bad
real.
for these celebrities because it's like you don't know who's for you and who's not
Yeah,
for you. So
Right.
like it's good when you have that good
Yeah.
family background to like
Your village. Yeah.
yeah, to hold
So
you
you don't
down
have to be
because you.
out there trying to, scope people out and people wear
Mhm.
masks and have different ulterior motives and stuff like that. So yeah. It's sad that it's that.
Candy.
Kenny's almost fun. Thank you, Nita. Please don't have any churn. No
Nah,
time into next 10
please.
years. I
Mhm.
can't with
Please.
Candy.
Girl, if
I
you want to
agree.
have a baby, honestly, freeze your eggs right now
Yep.
and think about it later on when the knees stop working.
There
Okay.
you go.
That part.
Oh, you
Okay.
don't
When
know.
the
Look, you
knees
don't
stop
know.
working.
Some of these folks be saying they knees still
or,
working.
or they might be on a little bit of life support. You
Right,
never
there
know.
you
Okay.
go.
There you go. Look. Okay. Life support.
Take a little longer. Drop it down.
Yes.
Take a little longer to pick it up. That's
Yes.
Right.
all.
So I just wish her the best. And I hope we get a part two of the rise or the rebirth of Megan
Yeah.
The Stallion.
I
And I
don't
like
need it
how
no time soon. I don't need it no time
Nah,
not
soon.
anytime
I don't
soon. I
another
mean, she's still
five
working.
years.
Yeah.
So five,
Yeah,
She's
5
10.
still
years.
working. Yeah. And I love how she said, I get it when she said Megan Thee Stallion was protecting Megan Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, mama.
Uh, that's what she felt
Her
like.
alter ego.
Yeah, alter ego. So yeah.
It was
So
really good
yeah,
though, because I watched the Lizzo documentary on Max, and I think I like this one a little bit better. So,
Okay.
hmm.
yeah, different streaming networks. It's different.
Oh
Well, I
yeah,
think it
y'all
was. They
can
think they were the same one, but this one was just done better. I think I like the animation in it, and just well,
You said it was
yeah,
on Max, right? This is on
yeah.
Prime.
Uh,
Oh, this is
right.
prime.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is Prime. Yeah, man.
Dang.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
but
I
the
didn't watch it.
director that did Megan's did Lizzo's as well. This it's the same director.
animated or director?
The director
Okay.
for Megan and
I
Lizzo's.
mean, that wouldn't be surprised because her and Lizzo are cool.
Right.
I won't be
But she had
surprised.
more, I think, more of a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? Because she went through so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you
And it
gravitate
was
to,
a black
who you can
woman,
relate
y'all.
to.
She looks African. I don't know exactly. I wouldn't say Nigerian or nothing
Oh,
like that. She looks African, but her name is Naneka. There you go. So,
okay.
but yeah,
Not
oh
in the
no, she's
NECA.
Nigerian American
Yeah,
descent.
I was gonna say yeah. But
And
Yeah,
this might not be the NECA that was on
yeah.
the NECA
not that one.
that was on Real Housewives of Potomac who fell flat on her face.
Not
But
that
Right.
one.
yeah,
We
so
we ain't heard from her since.
okay.
What
Baby.
happened?
She ain't hiding.
But
She
I don't even
embarrassed.
watch and I heard that name before.
All right, and NECA. So yeah, so good
Yeah.
job to them.
Good
I
job.
loved it.
Good
I
job.
loved it. I loved it. I enjoy it. I cried. No, I got misty eyed. I'm not gonna say I cried. I got
Yes.
misty
I
eyed. I got
know.
pissed, and I was happy at the same time.
Yes. But the roller
Like
coaster of emotions.
it's
I'm
like five
so
stages
much
of
of
grief.
I'm an
Like what?
empath. Like like I just soak up every little thing. It's gross. I mean, it's not gross,
Child.
but it can be overwhelming.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it could be.
Baby, I cried. Yes, Candy. Cried real big tears, real ugly tears.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on. I mean, shout out to Lizzo, her documentary. It depends on
I didn't watch that one
who
yet. Was it
you
good?
relate to,
It was
and
good. I just like this one better.
Okay.
I would say watch
'cause
it
you got
though.
yeah. I say it's some relatable things that make stuff like
Yeah.
Yeah,
wars,
absolutely.
hardship
Yeah.
and lost and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was the
I'm
end,
praying. I'm
y'all.
praying for our girl Meg. We gonna keep on
Yes.
keeping her lifted up and
Mm-hmm.
keep on seeing her shine and do the thing. So I'm here for
Yeah, but definitely proud of the lady. So Meg, keep doing
it.
your thing. We got your back.
Yes,
Yeah.
baby.
We are
I'm
rooting
just
for
so happy.
you. Yes.
I'm about to tag her in this video because we uplifted her so much.
Hey, hey,
She
hey.
might need to
Hey.
see it.
Yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with that. So
I have my
yeah, so that's
little purple on.
look, I got on
Hey.
a purple shirt.
Hmm.
Yes.
I couldn't find my purple shirt. So I only get a little lip and a little eye, a little purple eye.
Yeah, I see your lip. That's cute.
Hey,
Yeah, so we are about to get out of
baby.
here. Before we get out of here, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all are subscribed to everyone's channel up here because we talk about this documentary from front to back and through, and we enjoyed it. And then let us know your in the comments below. Like, did you enjoy it? Did you cry? Did you boo hoo? Was you pissed? Or do you hate watch? Be respectful in the comments below.
Be respectful in the
Be
comments,
respectful,
please
okay?
and
Be
thank
Except with
you.
me,
respectful.
you can get it with me. Come on.
Nita likes to
Oh
tussle
no,
in the comments. I don't. Be
I
respectful,
don't.
okay?
No, I don't either. I don't have time.
Drop me some
I don't
heart
have time to get
emojis,
nobody
some purple heart.
attention. All right. So yeah. So Nita,
10 out of
Yes,
anything
10
else you
10
want
across
to
out of
the
say on your
10.
journey?
board.
It's across the board, okay?
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes, Tina.
she's always late. Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
I did love it too. I've
Um,
watched it about 3 times now.
Mario Bruno. He's at hope Nicki Minaj and Megan stick back together again.
Yeah,
I mean, the
you
only
Mm-mm.
know,
Never
Mario,
mind.
look,
Look,
Nicki's a
Mario,
mean girl.
I
look,
don't want to
Mario.
talk
The
about
only
the
way
other
that
one
can
because I don't.
happen if God Himself came down and
Yeah,
deal with them, be the
yeah,
mediator and get them together. That's the only way.
yeah.
Because Megan said on her end she don't know what her problem is with her. She said I don't have no problem with her, so it just seemed like it's
That
one sided at
tracks.
this point.
Yeah, it's always
So
one
it's like
sided.
We'll go with
You
that
know,
because I look.
Nikki,
I don't want them. I don't want them people to come for me.
yeah, Nikki is of the old garb. She's like one of the ones, she's one of the I think she's one of the last ones that kind of came in under the where you had to go through a gatekeeper and you had
with
Where
the
they
to
could
fellas
only be
game, she
one
was
at
in get for
one
the
at a
fellas.
time.
yes. And she does not like this era of music of like where
It's
you can just
unfortunate.
go and do whatever you want to do. And if it hit, it hit, and if it don't, it don't.
I
So
mean, the music had changed. She been in it for a while, so the music has changed for what females go. So
Right.
I get it having your angst, but let's not be childish. And
It's
Right.
I
unfortunate because
mean,
she
it seemed
makes
like
good
you
music
stepped
too. I
on
like
Kim
her music.
toes. She stepped on Kim toes, so
Mm-hmm.
you get back what you put out.
That
Okay,
part.
that's all I'm gonna say.
Hello. Hello.
That's all I'm gonna say on
And I
that
enjoy her.
note.
I
So
enjoy her music too. I feel like there's room
I
for
I
everybody.
I enjoy the
Absolutely.
earlier
Everybody
joints.
can sound.
I enjoy the earlier joints, but after a while, it started getting lost on the sauce. I'm not gonna hold
I
you.
still like
All
her
right,
new
Mo.
stuff. I still like her
But
new stuff too. I still like.
I mean, I'm saying I don't hate her. I
Oh
don't.
yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
I mean, I still listen to her old stuff. So what you want
Well,
me to do?
I feel like the old stuff you kind of had to. She kind of had to prove her stuff. So she's it's like the craftsmanship is a little bit better, and so now we don't. The audience doesn't require as much now, so
Right.
you can do less and still get the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah,
think
Yeah.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of where she's at.
I
But
mean, she had success and with the tour and the last project, so she did good. So I don't see no problem.
look, I definitely still go hard and rock a little monster in my car. And
Okay,
listen
that's
to
what
her
I'm
voice
saying. Like,
whenever.
Right.
so we still rock with Nikki.
Yeah, she
On
cool.
on a good day.
You need her to calm down. That's all.
On a good day.
Say that
So
with
yeah.
love. Don't come for me.
Yeah, at least respect each other. Yes, at least respect one
Yeah.
another, Mario. So yes, we are about to get out of here, you guys. So Nita the Diva, let the people know if you got anything coming up on your channel.
Oh, I don't think I have anything coming up on the channel, but there's plenty of content to get into. So make sure you check it out. I have movie reviews, I have trailer reactions, different things or whatever. I jump on people panels. There's a lot of live discussions. We got the Penguin. We covered the Penguin over there. We may be bringing back reality TV talk. Don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, just put your notifications on. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes. Miss Kira speaks. What you got
What
going
is
on your channel?
today's Tuesday. So Thursday, Candy Love and I will be doing a live reaction for Found. Not sure what I'm doing Saturday and Friday and Saturday. Yes, so keep your notifications on and check the community tab and all of that. Sunday, I believe we're doing the Penguin episodes 6 and 7, as well as Beauty and the Black episodes 7 and 8.
Okay.
Good night,
Yeah.
Mario. Good night.
And just keep your notifications on because I'll just pop up. Usually on the weekend, I just pop and I'll be like, "Hey, it's content. Come and get
Yeah,
it."
that's true. I mean, I mean, hey,
I'll be in my weekend warrior stuff.
yeah, just keep your notification on.
There you
So
go.
you never know when she might pop out and
Mo,
show.
you got a lot of stuff going on. What's
A
going
lot of stuff,
Oh gosh.
girl.
So
What's
Keep
going
it.
on, man?
Run the
so
stats.
so tomorrow, well, check out the Penguin. I did episode 7. Let's get to is almost. We got one more episode to go for the finale, miniseries finale
Yes.
of the Penguin. I did that with Becky J yesterday, so check that out. Becky J TV yesterday, so check that out. Tomorrow, I have Beauty in
Sister.
Black episode 4.
5.
4. That's what y'all want. Is it
Yeah,
4? I thought it was 4.
yeah, it's
Okay.
4.
Oh.
Episode 4 with panel of people from Candy Love. Wait, is it who on there? I can't remember who on the panel. No, Candy
KJ
Love
and
is
you and some
sister.
other folks.
Oh yeah, lining up with Letitia and Lawrence Report.
Lawrence
I
support.
forgot who do what with who. So tomorrow I am with Candy Love and Tamika's. Then we usually go live after Sisters. After it air, we go live right away. So we got that as well. And I know Sunday we do Love and Marriage Huntsville and Found with Miss Kira Speaks and Candy Love and the Lawrence Report and sometimes Aries. So it's a lot going on. So just like you said, make sure you are subscribed and keep your notifications on. So yes, that's all I got for right now that I could think of. And we will see y'all in the next one. We are out of here. Bye.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup.